Hello, friends and family. Let's talk about dreams. Do you dream a lot? What's your favorite dream and why is it about going back to school? Oh, it's a nightmare. My bad, sorry. But really, what are dreams anyway? Are they just random brain nonsense? Or do they secretly reveal our deepest and darkest desires? And if they do, should we make them come true? There is something wrong with this floor. I think Jesus, the cat hair is everywhere. Okay, I just wanted to share a dream I had. You can judge me later, okay? So, some time ago, I dreamt that I made a cast of my dog's head. I used it for absolutely everything. Christmas, dog-faced meatloaf. Easter, dog-faced pork knuckle jelly with veggies. Don't judge, it's a Polish tradition. Birthdays, you are getting a birthday cake in the shape of my dog's head filled with bonbons. You're welcome. And here's the thing, it has been almost 7 months and I still think about it. I need a Gaughi shaped mold in my life to bake, to craft, and create all sorts of dog-faced wonders. To scare and mainly to scar all my friends, neighbors and family alike. But here's the problem. I can't just, slap some plaster on top of my dog's face and call it a day. Or silicone. Or anything really. First of all, it's inhumane. Second, I like my fingers. Lastly, can you imagine all the hair in the mold? So I've come to the only logical conclusion. I need to sculpt it. And then make an impression of his head in silicone. At least I think that's the only way forward, but maybe not. I need to check something first on the old interwebs before I start, because I think there could be another solution. Alright, so let's dive into my absolutely bizarre idea before I start second guessing myself and all the life decisions that led me to this point. So, here's the thing. I don't think I am ready to sculpt my boy. It's not about how much plasticine or clay I would need to use, or the size, or the time it will take, or can I actually sculpt? It's about Gaughi himself. He won't sit still long enough for me to take measurements, let alone pose for hours for me just to capture his ethereal beauty. He's a chewer, he's a biter, he's a destroyer of dreams, destroyer of slippers. I know him. I tried already to make him a small hat and he just hated it. I'm just gonna lose my ruler, I'm gonna lose my finger, measuring tape, probably my liver and a few fingers as well in the process. So I have an alternative plan. And I'm gonna start with the alternative plan first. Since my dog is a greyhound and collie mix, so he's a lurcher, and Irish people love lurchers, I'm banking on the fact that someone already did a sculpture of him. Well, of a lurcher. I've already seen some time ago a few sculptures on Dundee on Facebook Marketplace. And yes, I am ready to invest my adult money into this madness. I just need my dog face cake mold, I yearn for the dog face cake mold. But before I commit to anything, I think I just need to check if I can even take a mold from ceramic using silicone, because I'm not sure about it. I think there could be some problems with it. So, science time, I guess. Or Google time.
15 minutes later.
Oh no. This is not looking good for me. Okay, so apparently ceramic can bond to silicone during the molding process, which means I'd risk damaging the original piece when trying to remove it. That makes sense, I guess, good old chemistry or geology or something interesting. I guess I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to sculpt him myself and take measurements, so say a little prayer for me, but first I'm gonna just order some foot-safe silicone. And fingers crossed it will arrive tomorrow. Just a tiny bit, thank you. Gaughi, no, stop. Stop, no. Let's do it. Honestly, I don't think that was too bad. I think in the end he was still a very good boy. Yeah. Anyway, I have something. I have some measurements. So that's good. I'm really happy. At least some of them. I also have pictures, which is great. And I think I'm just gonna resize them in Photoshop. I think this is what I'm gonna do because I cannot be bothered. Really, I cannot be bothered by thinking right now and doing anything by hand. Oh, it's so warm. My brain is not working today anymore. I'm really sorry. Oh, wow. This was a lot. This is the first and last time I'm doing this with him, honestly. Oh, okay. So, I want to save on materials because I don't think I have enough plasticine. So I'm just gonna go downstairs now and get some tinfoil. And the base of the sculpture is gonna be made of tinfoil. And I'm just gonna cover it with plasticine. Let's get cracking, shall we? Let's get cracking before I lose my conscience. So, Ampost came and my postman delivered my silicone. It's tiny. I don't know what I was thinking when I was ordering 2 kilos. For some reason, I thought it's gonna be much more. You're so expensive, you know that. That's on me. I should have just go to the shop and check it by myself and not order online. But we grow and we learn, so that's on me. I don't think this is gonna be enough for my sculpture, honestly. I don't want to order more because it was very expensive. So I guess I will need to do some resizing. Yeah, make it much smaller than I thought. When I was thinking about it, when I was conceptualizing the whole thing, I was thinking to resize but up, but not down. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't think we're gonna have a birthday cake mold. I think it's gonna be more like a gratitude cake mold. Ay, ay. Okay, I guess I just need to go to my desk and start resizing, huh? Wow, look at this sculpture. Proportions. Who? One eye is looking at Wednesday, the other at Sunday roast. And now the moment she realizes this mold needs to be a 2-parter. There's absolutely no way she's unmolding this in one piece. This mold needs to be a two-parter. There's no way I will be able to unmold this in one piece. I will need to mold left and right side of his face separately. Because otherwise, there's no other way to take the cake out. Or whatever monstrosity I'm gonna make, you know? She also read yesterday that this putty cures in exactly 4 minutes. 4? Are you sure it's 4? Where's the instruction? I will need to whip up some kind of container to pour it into before I press in his face. Or maybe it should be done like upright. Does he need to be upright? Don't look at me. I'm just you from the future. I can't help you now. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a problem for tomorrow me. May she be blessed.
Thousands of tears later.
Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, so I sealed the sculpture with a few layers of slip and I added some guests on top. And I really do hope that does the trick. If somehow the sulfur still seeps through the pores of the sculpture, then, well, I don't know what to do, honestly. I think that's gonna do the trick, but like, I didn't see anything on the internet that would help me. It was just, people saying like, oh, you just need to use a sulfur-free plasticine. I used a sulfur-full plasticine. So I think I'm just gonna use Vaseline to cover the sculpture so the silicone is not gonna stick to my sculpture. Like usually this is what you do when you're doing the molds from gypsum and also from clay. So I think it should be okay. Because I really thought this type of silicone is a little bit, maybe not tacky, but there is something in it that releases it from the mold. But then I was reading the instructions and it says you need a release agent from the same company. And when I was buying the silicone, there was nothing on the website that I also need to buy a release agent. There was no a small tiny bottle of this release agent in the box as well. So I'm just gonna improvise. We'll see. What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. Probably the silicone will be a little bit sticky if, it's not gonna bond well. But, I'm out of ideas right now. I reached a point that I'm out of ideas. So, I guess fingers crossed, right? Or pause. Whichever brings me more luck. She also read yesterday that this putty cures in exactly 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
72 hours later.
Hey, be honest with me. You thought I'm gonna give up after the first mold failed. Oh no, I thought so myself, to be honest. But I was, and I still am, way too deep into this project. Mentally, physically, financially, and I'm happy to report that after many setbacks, after many tears, and fair share of second thoughts, we're finally here in my kitchen. You have no idea how tired I am. This is actually why I couldn't post anything last week, because I was so tired. I needed a break. And at first, when I woke up in the morning, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, make a lovely cheesecake from scratch. I'm just gonna whip up some sponge and go all full artisan baker. No. Today's cake mix day. And honestly, you cannot stop me. I really need this. Although, can we call it cheating if I'm gonna bake everything myself? That said, I will admit that I made a massive mistake, and I should have actually bought 4 liters of liquid silicone, not 2. And I should have sealed the bottom of the sculpture. I didn't do that. It's still, well, it was still this sulfur plasticine, which made the liquid silicone very sticky, and I needed to get rid of a lot of my Gaughi. I'm really sad. But, we grow, we learn, and we do follow our chaotic dreams until the end. All right, let's do this. It worked! I can't believe it worked. I just can't believe. After so many mishaps, after so many tears, finishing this project really feels like a small miracle. I have to admit, I learned a ton during this whole process. And fortunately, or unfortunately for some, friends, family, you never know when it's your turn to get immortalized. In jelly, in cake, in meatloaf. Just saying. Just a heads up. It's such a rush when things actually go according to plan. Although, can I say, it went according to plan. Nothing went according to plan. But I finished, so the plan was finished. I'm so shocked it actually worked out. The moral of this episode of I have no idea what I'm doing is probably follow your dreams. You never know where they will take you or what kind of horrors you might unearth along the way. Sometimes it's truly worth believing in yourself. Spending your mornings and evenings crafting something so very useless, yet somehow very necessary. Like this cake mold that I will cherish forever and I will pass them through generations. I'm looking at you, Sophie. You are getting this in my will. And also some other smallish horrors that I'm planning to do this month. Which actually brings me to another thing. This, I don't know if you know, this month is actually cat and dog themed. And the other video that I have planned, it's going to be a bit shorter. But fret not, next month I'm planning a bigger video. It's going to be a chaotic month next month. A huge thank you to my patrons, Galaxy Media and Melissa Marie, for your support. It truly helps the channel, especially now. I bought so much food safe silicone. If you'd like to support me too, you can find me on Patreon or on Coffee, whichever tickles your fancy. Oh, and I also have Instagram. So like if you want to follow me on Instagram, all the links are in the description below and hopefully also somewhere on the screen. I hope I put them here. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm gonna nap now. Follow your dreams or your nightmares. I don't judge. Mamo itato kohanbat. I love you guys as well. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a kiss. Happy crafting and get some rest. Good.